What's going on, guys? Today's video is going to be a little different. It hasn't stopped being windy for the last week. So I've been forced to film this video inside. That's alright. Today we're going to be talking about the plan with the STI and how I've been kind of feeling unmotivated with it lately. But you know, here at Subi Troops we always tend to turn every negative into a positive. So that's what we're going to do today. So first things first, guys, if you remember in a previous video I mentioned that I cracked my front bumper. The way that happened, for those of you who don't know, is I am running really cheap summer tires in the winter time, and I hit some ice, I slipped and hit a post, hit a mailbox, and it cracked the front bumper. The fog light cover is kind of just stuck in there now. I just forced it in there, that way it stays. But with that being said, it's the type of thing that kind of unmotivates me when it comes to builds like this. It's when I have to spend money on parts where I originally wasn't supposed to spend money, and now I'm forced to spend money on that when I could be spending it on the things that I want to get done with the car. That is why lately I've been kind of unmotivated. I don't like how the car is looking at the moment. But then again, when I'm feeling unmotivated, I just go out and have fun with the car. It makes me feel a lot better. My plan wasn't to spend money on a new bumper, but since we're there, I want to bring this up to you guys. So I can either go back to a stock bumper, I can just replace it. And the reason I like the stock bumper is because it gives the car almost like a clean look rather than an aggressive look. And that's something I'm not sure if I want to go for, like a clean look with the car, or want to go more aggressive. But I am looking for more of like a track setup, track looking car. So maybe an aggressive setup would look better. But this is why I wanted to bring it to you guys. It's because I have been talking to Josh and Diego about this. I recently found out about this front bumper. It's a Voltex front bumper. And the reason I like it is because it looks so aggressive on the blob eye. And I haven't seen it on many blob eyes. I think I've seen it on one, which is Ricky's, and then another blue one that they have on the website to show the Voltex front bumper. I've seen it on a couple of 06, 07 WRX and STIs. It looks super aggressive, looks really nice. The only thing that worries me is how it's actually gonna look on the car. I don't know if it fits the curves of the actual blob eye, because you know the blob eyes have more of like a round look up front, and this bumper is almost like a squared, more aggressive look. So that's my first question to you guys. Do you think I should go with this Voltex front bumper, or if I should just replace it with the OEM one? I know there's going to be mixed feelings about this. A lot of people like the stock looking bumper. A lot of people I know are going to go for the aggressive one. In the long run, it is going to save me some money if I do go back to OEM. I think the stock bumper shouldn't be more than 300 bucks to replace, and then maybe get some paint on there, which should be maybe another 200 to 300 bucks in my area. The Voltex front bumper goes for about $1,500, and if you want to add the canards, I think it's like an extra 300. So there's definitely going to be money saved there, but it all depends. I really like the Voltex front bumper, so I might go with that. I'm not too sure yet. We'll see how that goes, but make sure to leave a comment down below. Help me pick, because I'm stuck between the two of them right now. For now, that's going to be the plan with the front end of the car. And now moving on to the rear. Lately I have been rubbing like crazy in the rears. They didn't cut the rear quarters high enough, so every single bump I hit or every turn that I take pretty hard, I'm rubbing a lot. So the next thing that's going to happen with that is I have to do the 5x114 swap. Luckily, Marco's wheels, they have a 5x114 and a 5x100 bolt pad, so they're like kind of universal. So if I were to do that, I could still run those wheels in time for me to save up for the wheels that I want to go with. And by the way, I am going to go with the MST Suzukas, and to be honest with you guys, I don't know if I'm going to be driving the car in the wintertime anymore, so I might just keep that set up and then save up for 3-piece and then sell those. So I'm not completely sure yet, but that's looking like it's gonna go that route, just because the winter here sometimes are brutal and your car takes a lot of damage for it. So this is what's gonna happen with the 5x114 swap. I have almost everything ready to go. I have the axles, hubs, knuckles. I have links to all the seals that I need. Thank you to Ruben. You're awesome, dude. You're always hooking me up with the right parts. So I got everything set for that. I just need to order it, which shouldn't be much. I think the most expensive thing is like 50 bucks that I need for both sides. So I'm gonna get that ordered. And then the one thing that we didn't know I needed and we found out, which isn't a big deal because I was looking to get some anyway, but I need new coilovers because I think the mounting points for the 05 to 07 are different. And the reason I found out is because someone was selling coilovers, and 02 to 07 and 04 STI is what they said on the ad. So now I know that I need to get those switched out. And that comes to the next question I have for you guys. The two coilover setups I was looking at are BC Coilovers, which are a lot more common, and then I was also looking at Fortunato coilovers, and those are the ones that actually Ruben is running on his bug eye. So help me decide, what do you guys think? Tell me why, which one is better than the other, and then from there we'll take it from there. But once I get the coilovers in, we are good to go on the 5x114 swap. Ruben and Javier are actually going to be helping me do that, so thank you to you guys. Javier, for letting us use your shop. You're awesome, dude. Once the 5x114 setup is in and everything is all good, we are going to send it to Oregon finally. We are going to be going to... yeah, I completely forgot where we're going. I forgot what part of Oregon we're going to, but there's a shop up there that did Crispy WRX's car on his flares, and they came out spectacular. So we're going to be going to that same shop. I actually talked to the shop not too long ago about doing that. He said that they can pretty much get everything to fit correctly. They'll re-fiberglass wherever they need to. And I didn't know this, but on Crispy WRX's car, they actually raised the door like 3 inches. I know it's kind of confusing, but that's what the guy told me. They like had to raise it because Chris actually wanted to run a 18x11 with 0 camber, so they had to do that to avoid running camber on his car, which is pretty sick, you know. A shop that takes their time like that, like I said, it's gonna be a little pricey, but you pay what you get for. I paid $300 to get the flares on the car right now, and obviously you guys can see how they ended up. And for this, I'm gonna be paying up in the higher 1500 regions. You get what you pay for, so I'm not too worried about that. But once we go to Oregon, from there we are going to be painting the car. And there's actually a guy here in our hometown that is very interested in painting our cars. He is an up-and-coming painter. He has painted previous cars here in town, and they've come out really, really good. He actually just got out of school for doing that. He has certificates, and like I said, we've seen some of his work and it's pretty good, so I'm not too worried about that. So that's kind of my plan for the moment. I gotta find out which front bumper I need to get, because if I go with the Voltex, they're actually gonna mold the flare to the front piece, to that new front bumper. If not, I'm just gonna get it riveted. And that was another question I kept getting from a lot of people in our hometown, is if I was gonna rivet the flares or if I was gonna go with like a molded look. And to be honest with you guys, I like the molded look. It looks clean, but the only thing I don't like about it is it almost looks like the car isn't flared. So I don't think I'll be going that route. I know a lot of people like that style, but I don't think I'm gonna be doing that. I like the more of riveted on there. It also looks more aggressive to me, so I like that, and I think that's the option I'm gonna go with. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get that front bumper, whichever one I decide, and then from there we're doing the 5x114 swap, getting all the seals together, getting those coilovers, and then from there we are gonna send it to Oregon finally. And I'm excited because it's gonna be my first time in Oregon along with Diego and Josh, so that's gonna be super exciting. And a lot of you have been talking about meeting up. We're gonna try our best to definitely meet up. The first priority is getting the car up there safely. Then from there we'll be looking into meeting up with some of you guys up there. I know that should be a lot of fun. Yeah, from there paint's gonna be coming. I'm gonna put a time frame of 3 months. I think 3 months is a good goal to shoot for. So I'm very excited, guys. I am looking at a color right now. I don't know how I feel about it because I'm gonna throw this out there. It's a shade of blue, and I don't know how I feel about going blue. I don't want to go super close to World Rally because if I do that, I'm gonna regret it. Our good friend Sergio has told us that if you're gonna go with a paint job, that you should always go with a color that you can't get from the factory. So I'm still deciding whether or not I want to do that. I actually have a couple of books in the car for different paint options, so we're going to be looking through those as well. But yeah guys, that's the plan. Hopefully you guys are excited because I know I am, and I'm glad I brought this to you guys because now I feel even more motivated to go out there and continue with this build. But let me know what you guys think. Comment down below, Voltex or stock bumper, BC Coilovers or Fortunato, or if I should go riveted flares or if I should go molded flares. You guys decide, and then from there we'll be choosing. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this small video. I know it's a little different, but we gotta make the best of what we got with this weather. So we will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.
That's it, friend?